Let's get started and rearranged. Alrighty. Alright, this should work. Let's continue with the stolen turnabout. As we load the selected data. The time is 1 a.m. Beep, 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 beep. Detective, we made it. Whew, what a relief. Glad the jewel is still safe. Oh. Ho ho, ho ho, you said it, pal. This must have been our rock-solid security that scared him off. Would you mind opening the safe just to double-check? Oh, I did not see what buttons were pressed. Ooh. Oh, shit. Ah, we've been had. Salutations. Up front, guard, turn on the searchlight. No, ha 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 ha. Better luck next time, gentlemen. Alright, he can fly, I guess. Ah ha 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 ha. Excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now. Okay. We shall meet again when the next moon is full. Ah ha ha ha. So either Gumshoe became a movie star or this is real life. Ah ha 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 ha. So he left a calling card. October 11th, 3:24 p.m. Wright and Co. Law Offices. Hey Nick, get a load of this. Hey, are you listening to me? You can clean the toilet later. This is important. What are you freaking out about now? Today will be the last time you talk to me that way. What? Why? Huh? We're about to hit the big time. Big time? What do you mean by we? Don't you mean you and... You don't mean you and me are... Ha! Don't be silly. I'm talking about me and... Pearly, of course. Oh. Hello. It's a pleasure to see you again, Mr. Nick. Oh god, Pearl's back. Even that voice is a struggle for me. Pearls, you haven't changed a bit. Wait, what are you doing here anyway? Haven't you heard, Mr. Nick? Here, take a look at this. What's this? Some kind of poster? Oh. Wait, wasn't that the thing that that Pearl broke last game? At Lordly Taylor. Crane Village. Isn't that... That's right. It's our hometown. Pearly and mine, that is. What's this about treasures from the boonies? Ah, very funny. You can laugh all you want. But you'll be singing another tune tonight. Tonight? What about tonight? The Treasures of Crane exhibit doesn't actually start until next week. But the promoter sent us some special VIP entry passes. That's why I dressed up extra special today. What do you think, Nick? You look... okay. You look great. Same Maya, different day. This young lady here is Maya Fey. The younger sister of Mia Fey, my friend and mentor. I first met her 2 years ago. I was working on the case surrounding Mia's death. And ever since then, I've been the one who's been keeping this small office afloat from behind the scenes. Actually, that's just a cover for her true identity. In reality, she's a spirit medium, and a bit of a shady character. I can imagine Phoenix just saying this all right in front of her out loud. Hey, who are you calling shady? And this little girl is Pearl Faye, but I usually call her Pearls. She's Maya's cousin and a spirit medium in training herself. I know I'm a bit young, but I want to help in any way I can, Mr. Nick. The Korean village is the home of the mysterious Korean channeling technique. And Maya here is the daughter of the Korean School of Channeling's master. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's no joke. I've seen her power with my own eyes. It's the real thing, all right. Mr. Nick, how long are you going to make two gorgeous women like us wait? Yes, Mr. Nick. I can't wait any longer. I want to see the exhibit. Looks like I don't get a choice here. Might as well head on out. Treasure exhibit poster. Let's take a look at the poster. Or not. Okay, same day, 7:18 p.m. Lordly Taylor, Major Exhibit Hall. So, Lordly Taylor, the city's fanciest and most expensive department store. Treasure exhibit, huh? I have to admit, I'm pretty impressed. Oh, it's just a department store instead of a museum? Wow, this is awesome! Yeah, you can make even the cheapest junk look great. It all depends on how you display it. Oh, they even have the dusty old scroll that was in the Fay Manor storeroom. Oh yeah, I remember scribbling on it when I was a little girl. On a family heirloom? I mean, why not? Say, Nick. The person in charge of this exhibition is waiting for us in the basement warehouse. Alright. I guess we should go and say hello. Let's look around. Oh, Mr. Maya! Look, I can't believe it! Oh, it's so cute! It's a little diorama of Korean village! Yeah, look at that. But somehow it seems to reek of dreariness. Oh, Mr. Maya! It's your house! It even says Fay Manor on it! Yikes, you're right. Kinda wanna add the famous in front of it. Don't do it, Maya. They might get mad. Oops. They're just a bunch of old urns. Are these really treasures too? Of course they are. This is a treasure exhibit, isn't it? Well, yeah, I guess so. So all it takes is to be a treasure. So all it takes to be a treasure is age? No wonder nobody likes museums. I like museums. Phoenix. So uncultured. You uncultured swine. What are you looking at, you hockey puck? Oh, I think I remember this old folding screen here. Is the hole still there? I'm pretty sure it was an important piece of evidence in that murder case that happened in Korean village. This folding screen is the greatest of all the spirits channeling secrets. The 6-leaf Korean sacred writings folding screen. If it's so secret, why is it the most prominent thing in the exhibit? Okay. Okay, a piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters jammed onto it. Probably esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let's see. Here's the title in English. 108. Oh yeah, that's a kind of a spiritual number in Japanese culture. 108 ways to save money. Because I only remember that because of the Pokemon Spiritomb. Because it has 108 spirits inside of it to create that one Pokemon. I'm pretty sure the number has gone up since the last time I saw it. Well, we're always looking for new ways, you know? Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life. There's something out there. Now, what's with this big cushion? It's just lying around with nothing on it. Well, it must be for the greatest treasure of all. And Maya just climbs on top. Greatest treasure? Is there something like that? Huh? Why, of course there is. Right, Pearly? Oh, yeah, of course. Pearl. Yeah, I bet it would really take your breath away. Okay. Is there anything else that I'm missing? Yeah, let's go to the basement warehouse. October 11th. Lordly Taylor basement warehouse. Yep, this is the basement warehouse, alright. This place is scary. I feel like a monster could jump out at any time. Don't be scared, Pearly. I'll protect you. Oh. Mr. Wright. Eek! The monster! You were right! Huh? A monster? Oh, it's Adrian! Look at you, girl. You look calmer. What voice did I use for her? I don't remember. I think I used like a lower voice. Good evening. It's good to see you again. I know you. Ha. Nice to meet you too. Nice to meet you again too, little miss. Hello. Is she a friend of yours, Nick? And how do you know her, Pearly? Nice to meet you. I'm Adrian Andrews. I'm in charge of the promotion and planning for this treasure exhibit. I'm also responsible for the security arrangements. Oh, nice to meet you. Adrian sure has changed since we last. Yeah, she was actually fucking smiling. So this is the warehouse. The really valuable exhibit items are still stored away in here. Oops. Let's talk first. It really has been a long time, hasn't it, Mr. Wright? Nick, what's going on? Who is this woman? Why are you freaking out on me? What? I just thought it'd be more dramatic if I got all worked up, that's all. Mystic Maya, you shouldn't let him off the hook so easily. Please, Maya, don't say anything that'll needle Pearls any further. Mr. Wright was there for me when I really needed help. It was something that happened 7 months ago. You remember, don't you? The Nickel Samurai case? Not really. I was stuck in a dark wine cellar. Did that escape your memory, Nick? After that, I quit being a manager and started this job. Wow, that's tough. I'm sorry, Miss Andrews, if it wasn't for us. No, don't say that. I'm glad the whole thing happened. Thanks to you and everyone else that was involved. I was able to change my whole life. I really am grateful. Whew, that's a relief. I'm really impressed, Miss Andrews. Handling a huge exhibition like this must be very tiring. Well, Lordly Taylor is celebrating their 200th anniversary this year. The works on display in the main exhibition hall are worthy of the finest museums. Woohoo! Did you hear that, Pearly? The finest museums! Hold on, I hear Beans at the door. Beans. Look at this monster baby. Nope. What? She was screaming at the door. So now I'm giving her attention and she's not happy about it. What do you want? Okay. I'm just gonna hold her. Oh. Or not. Yes, I did. That's really wonderful. Okay, go. Just no eating wires. Her favorite thing to do is eat wires when my back is turned. So this basement warehouse is pretty well protected, huh? Of course it is. After all, there are some priceless treasures here. The security guards are all very highly trained as well. That sounds good. So, what is with that face she's making? Yeah, she's not a good liar. I remember that from last time. Let's look around the room. Got a fire extinguisher, exit. Oh. Looks like part of a big signboard. All I can read on it is the burr. Aha! I've got it. Maybe it's supposed to say hamburger. Okay. Why would anyone write a hamburger that big? Maya's like, I would. Maybe for like the World Hamburger Festival or something. I kind of doubt it. Aha! I've got it. Maybe it said spaghetti. What? It does not look like. Why are you talking about food? Oh wait, that's normal for you. Anyway, it says burr. There's no way it could be spaghetti. Well, maybe it was a typo. Might have said spaghetti festival. What do you think? Spaghetti festival. Okay to me. Besides, spaghetti is the only thing more tangled than your reasoning. Jesus, Nick. You're being so mean. Camera. Why is it pointing at the wall, though? Oh, it's at the door. It's a security camera. It's trained on the warehouse door. It's set up to take a picture of anyone that enters or exits the door. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, they say. I mean, yeah, sure. Mr. Nick, what's that big door over there? It looks like it's the door to the actual storeroom. I can see lots of big boxes and stuff back there. Really? Let's go in. I want to take a look. Oh, I'm sorry. Unauthorized personnel aren't allowed in here. In there. You see that, Nick? We're unauthorized personnel. Why are you telling me that? Organic. What, Beans? Why are you crying so much? I already fed you. I already took you outside. That's all you usually want. And as soon as I try to go, like, grab her, she runs away. Trying to get me to follow her. No. Okay, Organi. It's a great Organi. It says Organi. No, it doesn't, Nick. It says organize. You just can't see the last two letters. Yeah, well, I guess no one else could read it either, because this place is a mess. Yeah, you must feel right at home, huh? Bitch. Oh, this is new. It's a weird sword. Mystic Maya, take a look to the next door. Next to the door. That's Mystic Amy, right? Yes, that's a statue of the woman who invented the Korean channeling technique, Amy Faye. The statue is on loan from one of the training halls of the Faye branch family. In fact, it just arrived this morning. The statue of the founder of the Korean channeling technique is Beans. She like digs at the door, underneath the door to get in, both get out. Go. Hey. Go. She like digs underneath my door like a freaking serial killer, trying to get me, and then she does the same thing to when she wants to get out. I'm like, child. She's a year old now, so she's crazy 24/7. She is holding the Shito. I don't know. Shito. What's that creepy looking thing she's holding? Don't ask me. How should I know? Well, you are the future master, right? Maybe so, but this is the first time I've ever seen the statue. That thing is the Korean Shito. It's gonna take a while to get it. It's a ceremonial sword. It's not a real weapon, so the blade isn't sharp. Aw, Philly, I wanted to cut something. What are you eyeing me for? Oh, look. It's already 8 o'clock. Have you all eaten yet? Oh, I want some food. Well, actually, I've already made a reservation at the restaurant on the 12th floor. Why don't we all dine together? Oh, I like the sound of that. Dine. It sounds so fancy. I'll have the kids' lunch. Aww. Early, it's dinner, not lunch. Why don't you go for it? Really eat your fill with the kids' dinner. Okay, in that case, what kids' dinner for me? Shall we head upstairs then? After that pleasant evening, all that remained was to wait for the exhibition's opening. It was wonderful seeing Miss Andrews looking so happy. None of us could have imagined that the very next day, something terrible would happen. Uh-oh. October 12th, 10:09 a.m. Wright and Co. Law Offices. Nick, this is terrible. What the? You're cleaning the toilet again? It gets dirty every day, you see. I never knew you were such a toilet freak. Give me a break, would you? My brain just hit the snooze button for the 5th time. I'm going to turn on the TV. We've got an update on the recent treasure heist. Based on clues found at the scene of the crime, authorities have announced that they believe it was the work of the renowned phantom thief, Masked Star Damask. Do we say the star? I don't think you say the star. Masked Damask. What is this? Okay, I need to look it up because I've seen this before in like Japanese titles. Not even like pseudonyms really. Okay. What does star symbol in name mean? How do you pronounce? Okay, I guess it's just look. The consensus is to look fancy. Okay, because I remember in it was Danganronpa 2 with Sparkling Justice. They had a star between Sparkling and Justice, but they never said anything about the star. Mask to mask. Mask to mask. According to a spokesperson, Lordly Taylor received a threat letter some days ago. This is the 5th heist by this phantom thief who only targets rare treasures. Lordly Taylor? Well, Nick, what are we going to do? Don't you dare go back to scrubbing the toilet! Treasure? Lordly Taylor? You don't think... Yes, now get up, Nick! It was stolen by Mask to Mask. Our most valuable treasure. The Korean secret urn was stolen. What? But I thought it was already broken. Okay, let's look around the room. It's been a while. I think this plant's name was Charlie. Oh, Charlie! Yeah. A quite decorative plant. When she was alive. Mia really loved it. Oh, I thought the plant was dead. I thought it was Charlie was a she. Okay. When she was alive, Mia really loved it. She even went so far as to make it our mascot. It must be nice to be a plant. Being able just to sit in the sun and photosynthesize. Hey, Nick! No time for daydreaming! That's right, Mr. Nick! No time for daydreaming! Oh man, until I find that urn, they're not gonna give me a second of these. Let's look. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. A long time ago. Maya watched it recently, and she said she cried all night too. Which I guess why it's back up on the wall. I'll have to check on it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. I wonder what movie it could be. Because it looks like there's 4 characters. I don't fucking know. Okay, let's... Okay. I'll refresh my memory a little. What's this sacred urn? It's only... Oh, nope. It's only the most important treasure in Korean village, that's all. Look, it's right here on this poster. Yeah. Don't you remember what's inside? The urn contains a very important soul. Namely, the soul of Mystic Amy Faye, the founder of the Korean channeling technique. Right, Pearly? Ah, yes, that's right. Hold up. I thought that urn had the name Amy written on it. No, it says I am. Any idea how that happened, Pearly? There's some things best left unsolved, wouldn't you say, Mr. Nick? That's right. 1 year ago, there was a murder in Crane Village, Maya's hometown. The sacred urn, it turned out to be an important clue in that case. One of the treasures of Crane Village. Looks like a plain old pot. Okay. The toilet is shinier than the judge's heads. So let's see what's next. What's wrong with you, Nick? What do you mean? What do you mean? What? Mr. Nick! Your beloved Mystic Maya's treasure has been stolen! Doesn't that even bother you? What kind of fucking boyfriend? You're the worst. But I thought the urn was the village's treasure, so I don't see how. The village is Mystic Maya. She's the future master of the Korean School of Channeling. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Nick. I won't let you say you don't. Okay, I do. So what am I supposed to do about it? Isn't it obvious? Go find the bad guy who did this. Yeah, and get the sacred urn back. But I'm not a detective. That has nothing to do with this. If you're a real gentleman, you would find it for your beloved Mystic Maya. Man, oh man, there's no winning against Pearl's fairy tale image of love. So, what's the name of this bad guy again? Mask to mask, Nick. Make a note of it. Mask to mask. Oh, it was terrible. I was arrested and everything. Yeah, 1 year ago. The murder in Korean Village. The man was killed during one of Maya's spirit channelings. And this urn wound up being the key piece of evidence that proved her innocence. Mr. Nick? Would you mind not telling Mystic Maya about that? You promised, remember? You said you wouldn't tell anyone I broke the urn. Oh yeah, that's right. Now I remember. This urn used to say Amy on it. Oh, sweetheart. Until Pearls accidentally broke it into a million pieces. She tried to secretly fix it, but let's just say it didn't work out so well. Sorry, I'm not good at arts and crafts. Spelling either. Alright, give me 1 second. I gotta make a quick bathroom break. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Anyway, this is how her gluing project turned out. She put the pieces together wrong, and now instead of saying Amy, it says I am. I can't believe no one's noticed this until now, a whole year later. I can't believe it myself. Okay, we move. It's back over here. Wait, was it supposed to be in that pillow spot? Or what? Right! Let's see if we can find some clues that might lead us to the bad guy. But it doesn't look like anything has been disturbed. Yeah, it looks pretty much the same as it did last night. Bad guy, huh? Oh, hey, you can't go poke around here, pal. Wait a minute, that voice. Oh no, not him again. I thought we were on good terms with Gumshoe. It's you, and I'm the one who should be saying not again. Why is it that every time something bad happens, you always show up, pal? Same goes for you, fuckboy. Yeah. I should be asking you that. Aren't there any other detectives? No, I should be asking you that. What are you doing hanging around here? Hey, I asked you first. Why are you here, Annie? Alright, we got it. Why don't you two kiss and make up already? Hello. It's been a long time, Mr. Scruffy Detective. Oh, it's you, little missy. Actually, my name is Gumshoe. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Now it's a good chance for you to try to remember it right. And if it's too long for you, you can just call him Dick. Okay, it's good to see you again, Mr. Detective Dick. Yeah, it's good to see you again too, I guess. Mr. Detective Dick, can you tell us about what happened? Oh, you're trying to remember my name. Atta girl. It's just Gumshoe, okay? Anyway, the thief stole something called the Sacred Urn. I know about that. Oh, well, the criminal's name is Damask. I know about that, too. Detective, can't you tell us something other than that? Well, I guess I sort of kind of owe you guys, in a way. The crime occurred last night around 1:30 in the morning. How exactly do you know that? We got an emergency phone call from a guard at the scene of the crime, pal. He said, the urn was just stolen. The scene of the crime? You mean here, right? Oh wait, no, that's I'm sorry, I thought that was Pearl. Wrong. That urn was being kept under careful guard in the basement warehouse. Basement warehouse, huh? So who was guarding the basement warehouse? That guy. It's all his fault that the thief got away, pal. He solves one case and gets a swelled head thinking he's an ace detective. An ace detective? Hey, Detective Gumshoe, about this Damask. Is he famous? What? You're joking, right, Nick? Master Mask is the hottest thing since sliced bread. Sometimes he appears as a museum guard. Sometimes he appears as a big brown bear known to surprise unsuspecting victims. But underneath all those disguises is the true Master Mask. So he's some kind of master of disguise, huh? And he only goes after the finest works of art, pal. Last night was his 5th heist. If Lordly Taylor had only cooperated, we could have caught him in time. Caught him this time. What? Then you knew he was planning on stealing the sacred urn? Of course I did. The guy always sends his calling card before he steals something. Calling card, huh? They mentioned that on TV. So why do you call him an ace detective anyway? That's what he calls himself, pal. I didn't make it up. So, what's he like? Well, like I told you, Master Mask has made 5 heists so far. On the 4th heist, Mr. Ace Detective managed to get the stolen treasure back. Wow, that is impressive. All by himself? All by himself? There. Yeah, I gotta admit it, pal. Maybe he really is as good as he says. Every time the thief sends one of his calling cards, we send our men on a stakeout. But none of us has ever gotten so much as a glimpse of the guy. But Mr. Ace Detective was able to retrieve the stolen treasure from the thief. Anyway, he's at the scene of the crime right now, looking for clues. So he's down in the basement warehouse, huh? So, what's this calling card? Here it is. But don't show it to anyone. It's top secret, okay, pal? What's this mark on the front? That's Master Mask's signature emblem, pal. You could say it's his mark. All of his calling cards have got it on them. They didn't mention that on the news flash. We're withholding that detail from the public for operational reasons. The only way we could tell if a calling card is real or not is by this emblem. Nothing's stopping anybody from copying it at all. That makes sense. When you get famous, there are always imitators. Mr. Nick, if you work a little harder, maybe you can have your own copycat someday. Thanks, I guess. Alright, we're going downstairs. Alright, basement warehouse. No matter how many times we come down here, this place always gives me the chills. That's probably because it's air conditioned. To protect the art pieces, you know. Oh god, okay. Welcome to my private little banquet of chaos. That's probably him, right? The detective I mentioned. Huh? What the heck does that mean? Okay, I was right. I am afraid I have very, very little to offer. But please, make yourself at home. Who are you anyway? Shh! Silence! Now I see. It's all becoming clear. What do you see? Zavari! What does that mean? The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium, neither very advanced at their trade. Am I wrong? Shut the fuck up. Yikes, that's scary. How did you know that? How you say? The universal skeptic would say that how is nothing but a question of why. I'm a traveler of both time and space, and a swimmer of dreams. What's he talking about? I can't make heads or tails of it. Without further ado, let me fulfill what should be the first duty of any gentleman, and introduce myself. My name is Atme. Oh, I get it. Look at me. Ace Detective. Oh, hi. Don't let him intimidate you, Nick. Stand up and show what you're made of. The name's Wright. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney. I'm Maya Faye. Ace Spirit Medium. Alright, everybody's an ace. And Pearl Faye. I'm Mystic Maya's cousin and, Spirit Medium. Ace Apprentice. Okay. Excellent. Well then, shall we begin our little game? Game? Why does the phrase "one short of a baker's dozen" come to mind with this guy? Okay. So are you really as famous as you say? Of course. For a lawyer, you have a rather shocking lack of knowledge about the world. I had no idea anyone was left in this city that had not heard of me. Look at me! I am Master Mask's arch enemy, the Ace Detective. Look at me! At this moment, there are two mighty figures which loom large over this grand city. One embodies the nefarious forces of darkness, the other the angelic cherubs of light. Boy, now I'm really lost. What is he saying, Nick? I've been personally on the heels of this villain since his first crime. After learning this criminal's patterns, I've thwarted this very latest loathsome larceny. I even returned the target of his tyranny, the portrait of Mihina, to the crime scene. And I did it all by myself. I took it back from Master Mask. With my brawny mind and my brilliant muscles. Yeah, they mentioned it on the news, in the Great People Around Town segment. They said that the museum gave you an incredible jewel as a reward. Well, compared to the treasure that I retrieved for them, it's not much. I guess it's that ring. So, in the end, the only thing that makes you great is your own self-praise. Oh, there's a sword broken on the ground, I just noticed. Oh, tell us what you knew about Master Mask. And keep it simple, please. Pretend you're explaining to a 5-year-old that is right in front of you. And she just puts Pearl in front of him, and Pearl's like, oh, it's Pearl. And Pearl's like, I'm 9, I'm not 5. Well, she's 5. Trying to get the discount for the kids' ticket. Like about how I have devoted my life to thwarting his dastardly deeds. Last night, here in the bowels of this store, we were locked in the most glorious battle. I see, huh? Hang on a second. You were here last night? Here? In Lordly Taylor? Naturally. Wherever Damask goes, you will find at me laying his elegant traps. Elegant traps? More like Damask out elegance to you and made a beautiful getaway. But this time I allowed him to escape with the illusion of victory. I wonder if I should ask him about what happened last night in more detail. Can you tell us exactly what happened here last night? But of course, after all, I always say that there should be no secret between aces. Flattery will get you nowhere, Pinocchio. I first received the request for my services 20 days ago. And it was 10 days ago that we received Master Mask's calling card. Huh? You were hired before the calling card even arrived? Yes, you see, the person who hired me is quite rigorous and thorough. That's Adrian for you. A mere 10 days after hiring me, her worst premonitions were realized. A calling card arrived, right? Yes. So, ace detective that I am, I set a trap for the... Ugh, too many male voices make me yawn. Set a trap for the thief right in the warehouse. Oops. And waited for him alone. Alone? But why? Why didn't you go to the police for help? Ridiculous. Why would I seek help from such a singularly useless group of nincompoops? Man, imagine someone calling you a fucking nincompoop. I would be so upset. You've got quite a lot of nerves. After all, it was you that let Damask get away. I always operate alone and concealed, out of the sight of others. Concealed? No. Oh, precisely. Even the guards on duty here were unaware of my presence. That doesn't sound right. To fool your enemies, first you must fool your friends. It's my own original proverb. Anyway, back to what happened last night. As I was saying, I hid here in the warehouse and waited for the thief to arrive. But I swear to you, not a solitary soul came through that entrance. Nevertheless, the sacred urn disappeared. But that's impossible. How could it just disappear? How, you ask? Don't be ridiculous, Mr. Lawyer. If I knew the answer to that question, I wouldn't be here. For someone who seriously messed up his own stakeout, he's rather full of himself. So you're saying that even though on one... So you're saying that even though on one came through... So you're saying that even though Is that a typo? That on one came through this... I think it's no one. It's a typo! Okay, I'm continuing. Our precious urn still somehow vanished from under your nose? Yeah, Danganronpa had a fair few amount of typos as well. That's not possible. Let's examine. Mr. Lawyer, please refrain from such crude behavior. Huh? What do you mean? This criminal is an artist. The crime scene is the canvas on which he paints. Oh, fuck you. Only I, Ace Detective Atme, have an eye which is educated enough to read the signs. Could you translate that for me, Nick? He pretty much just said, don't touch anything, amateurs. There's something we should know about. You have to ask Atme. I know everything there is to know about my rival, Master Mask. What do I do now? Does he have any top secret information? Stuff that only a real crime buff would know? I think I'm about to ask while I listen to what Mysterious Detective has to say. Let's present a Master Mask calling card. It's got his emblem printed on it, right? Quite impressive, but I wouldn't expect nothing less from my arch rival. Are we arch rivals now? I'm surprised to see you in possession of such a top secret piece of information. Well, we got an ace lawyer and an ace medium and an ace cousin apprentice here. Yes, indeed. I think I could learn to like you, my fellow ace professionals. I don't know if I really want this guy to like us, ever. Well, Sir Lawyer, I've been told that you two are pursuing the mysterious thief. Well, I'm not sure I'd say that. That's right. We're going to find the secret inn no matter what we have to do. Excellent. I will trust you. I permit you to take a look around while I investigate elsewhere. If perchance you should discover something of value, please then return to my office. My Office of Earthly Delights, the Atomy Detective Agency. Office of Earthly Delights? Well then, Sir Lawyer, if you'll excuse me, I have much to do. Wait a minute. He's gone. I don't like the idea of doing this guy's work for him. Come on, Nick. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. Let's hurry up and investigate before he changes his mind. I want to go to his office too. Take me with you, okay? Okay. That pathetic looking wooden box. Ah! That's the box that had the secret urn in it. Don't touch it. There may be clues to identify to the thief's identity on here. I worked so hard to make that box. Huh? You made that poor excuse for a box, Maya? What's that supposed to mean? That urn has always been on its stand in the winding way of Fay Manor. But that there was no box suitable for it, Mr. Nick. And I was so proud of it. Poor Maya. Maybe it had been better if Damask had taken the box too. Computer. Hey Pearly, you know what this is? It's a computer. A computer? Oh, I've heard of those. It has such a cute name. It looks like this computer is for storing data from the security camera. When someone comes in or out of the warehouse, the camera takes a photo of them. It's probably the trap that the detective set up. Let's see if we can find last night's data on this thing. We might even find a photo of Master Mask. Let's see here. Man, I really stink at working these things. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? You're sweating an awful lot. I don't know how to pull up the photos. I had no idea you were so pathetic with high-tech stuff, Nick. Yeah, well, I managed to print out the camera data anyway. I guess you have to learn to crawl before you can walk, right, Nick? Yeah, sure. Anyway, it looks like the camera only went off once last night. Oh, camera. What are you doing? Webcam. I think. Hold on. Oh wait, are we making a stepladder joke? Come on. Webcam. Webcam. Here we are. Alright, what's Maya gonna say? Is this a ladder or a step ladder? Look, a ladder! That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. Why do I feel like we've had this exact same conversation before somewhere? Because you have. Wow, this is awesome. What did Miss Andrews say it was called again? Shishito. It's literally 7-branch sword in Japanese. Or so says Miss Andrews. Whoa, it's pretty heavy. 1 hit, 7 times the fun. Pretty catchy, huh? I bet it'd sell like hotcakes. There's something about it that bothers me. Wow, you're really firing. What the webcam? I unplugged you. I replugged you. What do you want? Okay, well this worked now. Alright. Hopefully that worked. Wow, you're really firing on all cylinders today, Pearly. This sword, wasn't Mystic Amy holding it last night? And another thing, the sword wasn't bent last night like it is now. There was no paint over there either. You're right. Awesome, Pearly. Wait, nope. Awesome, Pearly. I wouldn't expect any less from my little ace apprentice. The sword is bent. So that must mean last night someone used it somehow. Looks like they used it more like a bat than stabbing somebody with it. I just thought of something. Maybe Detective Atme messed with it. Like this. Youch! What the heck? What do you think, Pearly? I think it's even more bent than it was before. Oh man, my head. My hair. The Shichishito. Aha. It's a security camera. It's trained on the big door to the storeroom. It's set up to take a photo of anyone that goes in or out. A security camera? Yeah, go stand in front of it and stand in front of that door and it'll snap your photo too, Pearly. Mystic Maya, do you think I should smile? Nah, it's for criminals, so I think you should make a really scary face. Like this. Okay. Okay. Door. Mr. Nick, what's that big door over there? It looks like it's the door to the actual storeroom. I can see lots of big boxes and stuff back there. I guess that's why they were keeping the sacred urn. Remember, Maya, Miss Andrews said we're not allowed in there. Yeah, why did this thing get moved? Look what you did, Nick. You spilled paint over here. I didn't do that. Well, I wasn't here last night. I would have noticed a color this outrageous. But this paint has already dried up. Well then, you should have cleaned it up before it dried, Nick. Paint doesn't dry that fast. Besides, I told you it wasn't me. It looks like it's been several days since it was spilled. Hey, look at this. What is it? There's some kind of shape left in the bottom left of this stain. Huh? You're right. I wonder what that could be. A shape? This statue of Mystic Amy is so cool. I want a gold statue of myself. We could put it in the office. Hey, it's Wright and Co. How about a gold statue of me? Mr. Nick? I'm sorry, but I noticed something strange. Huh? What is it, Pearls? The statue of Mystic Amy. Was this where it was last night? Ah. Yeah, that's where the paint stain was. I'm pretty sure it was closer to the door. Yeah, I think you're right. Great job, Pearly. I wouldn't expect anything less from my ace cousin. So, the statue was moved on the night of the crime. Can I leave? Okay, I'm gonna check for anything. Ooh. No, nothing with the card key. Okay, I guess we leave. Hey Nick, your cell phone is ringing. Hello, Phoenix Wright here. Oh ho 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 ho. It's me, Gumshoe. Gumshoe? What is it? What's so funny? I'll tell you what's funny, pal. I finally beat him. I beat Mr. Ace Detective. Finally, this underdog is off a dog today. That stuck-up detective's met its match. Yep. Finally caught it, lock, stock, and barrel. There's no escape for him. You caught him? Are you saying you captured Master Mask? Bingo. Well, actually, he surrendered, but I still got him. Master Mask surrendered? That's great! So when can we come pick up the sacred urn? Well, you see, I was gonna tell you. What? Something's wrong? Is something wrong? Do you think you could swing by the detention center sometime? The detention center? He wants to talk to you. Master Mask, that is. What? He wants to talk to Nick? I'll be waiting for you, pal. So get over here soon. Beep. The detention center, huh? Okie doke. At Meet Detective Agency. Kind of reminds me of I know you're oh, Sherlock Holmes. No, I'm thinking The Great Mouse Detective, which I guess I liked that movie when I was a kid. It's a weird movie. For sure. It's pretty dark for it's dark for an early Disney movie, but it's not. It's fine. It's got the same vibe as like The Rescuers. But the little chemistry set reminds me of that. So this is a detective agency. Looks like the set of some B-grade horror movie. Hello? Is anyone here? Looks like nobody's home. What a waste of time. Hey, I know. Let's take that framed picture back with us as a memento. Don't you dare, Maya. Guess we'll have to try back later. Do we have to go? We had to go back to the office to then get to the detention center. Hey, pal. Welcome to the detention center. You're sure in a happy mood, aren't you? Yep. After all, we got masked him out. Right, but, so where's the sacred urn? Oh, I'm sorry about that, pal. I guess I didn't really think about it before. Like, you're the victim in this case. Huh? Well, I guess I should let you guys hear the story straight from the horse's mouth. You know, he's right, Nick. He is? If you think about it real hard, we are the victims. Well, I guess so, in a way. I'm so used to thinking of the victim as a dead person, 'cause we're always on murder cases. Excuse me. But anyway, I have to get the sacred urn back. Please, don't just ignore me. Oh, new person. He seems like a whiny baby already. Who are you? I'm Mask to Mask? Okay? You look like a baby child, but he is wearing the same outfit. Oh, you can't pull up. Hold on. Is there a picture? No, there's no full picture of him. Hey, Nick. Doesn't he look kind of, well, gangly? I'm Rhonda Light. I am the famous Mask to Mask. He's gonna have the I'm gonna give him the Officer Meekins treatment. I don't think this guy could punch his way out of a wet paper bag. So, you're the Mask to Mask guy? Yes, you bet. No, that's wrong. You see, it's complicated. Sort of yes and sort of no, if you know what I mean. Why did the text change mid-word? It's weird. If you know what I mean. What's wrong? Well, when I say wrong, what I really mean is to say is that it's not right, per se. You see, it's not spelled Mask to Mask. It's actually Mask Star to Mask. What's with this guy? Oh, he's a timid little weakling, we know that much. Don't do that. Don't look at me like that. I don't need your pity. And a major crybaby, too. So, why did you give yourself up? Well, you see, it's because, well, I know why. It's because you stole such a priceless treasure. And now you're overwhelmed with guilt. Am I right? Priceless treasure? That broken old urn? I have a little favor to ask. Yes? What is it? Could you go and talk to Desi? Who's that? Desi? Look, we really want our urn back, so where is it? I'm sorry, I'll give it back. I really will. Maybe not. No, I can't. I can't make promises I can't keep. I'll just end up hurting people. Why does this keep happening to this text? Mr. Nick? I couldn't hear what he just said, especially the last part. Oh, he's just mumbling. Mr. Damask? Do you think you could speak up a little? Yes, sir. I will. I promise. Maybe not. You see, I'm already speaking my normal voice. I can't do anything. Mr. Damask, about the urn. Oh, yes, the urn, right away. Actually, no. I wouldn't mind telling you, but I'm afraid you wouldn't believe me anyway. Enough already! Just tell it to us straight. Please don't yell at me. I'm sorry. That urn, I lost it. What? What did you say? Did you say you lost it? Yes, no, maybe so. I mean, yes, I lost it. What do you mean? Well, you know, I lost it. Like I said, these things just happen. You're on the train and you get distracted and you forget your bag, you know. What? You forgot our sacred urn on a train? Wait a minute. You went on a train dressed like that? No, I was just speaking hypothetically, that's all. Anyway, I'm sorry. I just lost it somewhere. I don't know where. This guy's story is more surreal than a Dolly painting. Are you really sure this creep is Master Mask? Maya, don't call him a creep. Although I have to admit, I understand your doubts about this guy. So, who is this Desi person? Oh. Please don't talk about my wife like that. I guess she must be his wife. I'm sorry. The truth is, it was my wife that told me you all have to come here. Do you think you could go and visit her at my hideout? Hideout? Mr. Nick! What does he mean by hideout? Oh, sorry. Naturally, I mean to say my secret base. Secret base? Well, my apartment, actually. Palazzo Pel Pepe. 3rd floor. Let's go have a look, Nick, to Master Mask hideout. Something tells me she just likes the sound of the word hideout. Present in with anything? No. The Damask hideout. Oops. Wow, check this place out. No doubt about it. This is Master Mask hideout, all right. Oh, that's Desi. Who is it? Is that you, Ronnie? Huh? Who are you people? Are you Desi Delight? That's right. I'm Desiree. Ah. Oh, you must be the lawyer and the victim. Yeah, that's us. Your husband told us to stop by and speak with you. I'm Maya Fey, and this is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Nikki boy and Maya, huh? I can't tell you how grateful I am that you decided to help my Ronnie. Well, you're welcome. Did you really call me Nikki boy? About your husband. Isn't he the cutest? A bit weak sometimes, though. A bit? By the way, did you know they mentioned Maya on TV? Excuse me. Huh? Really? They said you only earn and that you're doing some shady trading at a law office now. Remind me not to watch that channel news program. After I saw that, I thought it might be a good idea to meet the lawyer they mentioned. I see. My Ronnie, he has a powerful imagination and gets deluded easily. He kept insisting he was going to surrender to the police. I didn't know what to do. It was me. I stole on her, he kept saying. As if it was even possible. Huh? But, are you saying he didn't? Huh. Of course he didn't. Why would my Ronnie ever do something like that? Well, you know, it's a priceless treasure and he's, you know. Is it possible his own wife doesn't know his secret identity? Me? I'm the kind of woman that needs excitement in her life. Oh, excitement, huh? Yes. I'm at my happiest when I'm racing along with my bike going at full throttle. Riding a motorcycle is like putting your life on the line. You know what I mean? Well, I think that depends on how you ride it. I'm the type that can't stand living a boring, dreary old life with no action. No offense, but your husband Ron doesn't exactly look like the risk-taking type himself. You're right about that. He's definitely not one for thrills and danger. But I do have to say that he makes up for it in other ways. Does he have a big dick? Other ways? Phoenix is like, does he have a big dick? Oh. Yes, money. Ronnie is incredibly rich and super generous. He bought me a bike that's so fast it would make your head spin. And shopping? I like to shop so much it makes Ron's head spin. The other day it actually... the other day it actually happened. His head actually started to spin. Man, talk about a high-maintenance wife. So where does Mr. Delight get all this money from? Ronnie is a security guard. They put their lives on the line, right? I feel like security guards and teachers get the same amount of respect and pay. Like, I'm not sure if that's true or not, but I feel like security guards and teachers get about the same amount of respect. They're like, oh wow, your job sucks, doesn't it? And they're like, yep, wouldn't have it any other way. And they're like, all right, you're crazy, let's go. But you're also the foundation of our children's future. In more ways than one. So they get paid tons of money in return. Tons of it. He's a security guard? I think it's my turn for my head to spin. Can you tell us about what happened last night? What time did that incident take place again? What time was it again, Maya? Oh, did we not? Oh, 1 a.m.? I guess 1 a.m. Oh, well, we got lots of people. What time was it again, Maya? Well, according to Detective Gumshoe, it was around 1:30 in the morning. Last night was horrible. I got pulled over. Pulled over? Yes. I always do my best flying at night. Flying? You're talking about your motorcycle, right? Yes. Anyway, last night I got pulled over by a policeman. I can't believe he caught up to me. It was a great chase, let me tell you. That is so fucking dangerous. When he finally caught me, the poor man was as white as a sheet. It was about 3 in the morning when I finally got home. Sounds like she's got an airtight alibi. Well, what about Mr. Delight? I don't really know. We weren't together at that time of the night. But when I got home, he was already fast asleep. So basically, he's got no alibi. Great. Let's look around the room. It's Master Mask! There's a tape recorder hanging from his neck. Let me see that. Click. Ah, we taking this crowd now. Better luck next time, gentlemen. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Okay. I don't get it. What's this supposed to be, Nick? Oh, that's the thing in the jetpack and helmet thing that what's-her-name had, Oldback had. Oh, I know. It's a fishbowl. Well, an upside-down one anyway. I think it's a helmet. An alien helmet. And that looks like a tape recorder or something next to it. I think it's a transceiver. An alien transceiver. Nick, do you think maybe you could act like a grown-up for a little bit? Getting lectured by Maya to be more of an adult. That's a new low. Oh, that's so cute! It's called a hot air balloon, you know? Wow, there's no fooling you. I want to make my own balloon now. I'll even let you ride in it, Nick. That emblem on the balloon is supposed to be top secret. That's proof enough that Ron Delight really is Master Mask. I better not tell Maya. She gets kinda scary when it comes to celebrities. There's a whole bunch of stuff piled over here. Duck and cover! It's a missile! Do you know there's dynamite in missiles? But they're not heavy enough to be real. Oh wait, they're just really well-made toys. What are these rolls of paper stuck in the trash can? Theft of the Mazarin Stone. The Great Albatross Strategy. Theft of the Immortal Goddess Statue. The Great Knuckle Bomber Strategy. Did the police even investigate this place? What are these books? There are a bunch of books lying here. They're all romantic sounding novels about famous heists and fantastic thieves. Wow, look at all the bookmarks and notes stuck into them. Let's see here. Note. Must remember this thief's way of laughing. Very useful. Note. A calling card is an important part of any good thief's modus operandi. Wow, Ron really studied his stuff. Okay. Nick, it's a torpedo! It's hard to believe, but it sure looks real. Where could he have picked up something like this? Please don't say that torpedoes are things people just leave lying around. It's a bunch of cheap costume pieces arranged inside a nice frame. Look, Nick! It's a fake beard! There's also a mask made out of cardboard. Here, Nick! Try on this fake beard. Come on, try it on! Hey, cut it out. Now put on the mask. Ah! It's Phoenix Damask! Let's borrow it for a while. No way. I'm not stealing from a thief. I have enough bad karma as it is. Okay. Oops. Okay, let's go back to Detention Center. Maybe here? Nope. Oh, nope. Let's move to here. Let's just look around. This desk is literally covered with all sorts of chemistry equipment. Oh, I just love chemistry. Say, Nick, I bet you didn't know this, but water is made up of carbon and hydrogen. No, not carbon, oxygen. Oxygen and hydrogen. Oh, well, yeah, that's carbon monoxide. I think she was trying to say. Oh, well, there are always alternative theories, I guess. If by alternative theories, you mean the ones you make up inside that head of yours. That's one impressive bookshelf filled with some very impressive books. My Life as an Ace Detective, unabridged edition. By Look at Me, Ace Detective. Hey, he's even got one of those ships in a bottle thingies. Ah, would you look at that? There's a little Look at Me doll at the helm. How cute. There's a microscope here, too. I wonder if he was researching something. The glass slides have different names on them. This one says At Me virus. This guy is just dying to make a name for himself, huh? He's getting kind of irritating, actually. What a creepy painting. It's like he's looking right at me. Maybe we should put up a big portrait of you in the office, Nick. I can even paint it for you. Maybe you can pose while cleaning the toilet? I think I'd prefer something a bit more dignified. Ouch. Whoa! That's a huge hearth! That's a fireplace. So? What's the difference? Yeah. Hearth and a fireplace. You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. It's just better to apologize. Hey Nick, what's this thing here? It's called a gramophone. In the old days, people used them to listen to music. You can't be serious. I think it's probably for purifying the air or something. I'll bet you 50 cents. Come on, what do you say? Forget it. You never pay up when you lose. Yeah, I think that's... Okay. I guess we go back here. Let's start. What do you think about this? Nope. Okay. Oops. Oh, that's Master Mouse calling card. Pretty nice looking, huh? He looks so happy. I'm not very good at writing, you see. So I bought a book called How to Write Business Letters and studied hard. Well, I guess you could call thievery a type of business. I'm really sorry I caused so much trouble. If you're so sorry, then you shouldn't have stolen it in the first place. But the only thing I did wrong was lose it. That's not right. I was wrong either way. I'm sure the owners of the other treasures feel the same. He sure seems sorry. I would have imagined that such a famous thief would have such a pure heart. Nope. Nope. Maybe if I... Nope. Ooh, that's so mysterious looking. I love old stuff like this. Really? That's one of our most treasured possessions. There's going to be a whole exhibit at Lordly Taylor with these types of things. Maya looks so happy. She lit up like a 1,000 watt bulb. Terrific! Terrific! You can count on Ronnie and me to be there. It sounds like fun. Huh? Oh, yeah. Oops, looks like that light bulb is starting to flicker. So what do you know about this? No. Nope. Never mind. Ooh, okay, yep. Okay, that's the same thing. I know he doesn't look it, but he can really get things done when he puts his mind to it. Really? So what exactly does he put his mind to it? Well, not very often, I admit. What exactly does Miss Delight see in her husband anyway? You must have really seen skyrockets when he first met him to love him so much. Skyrockets? I didn't know people still use that word. Let's see. Oh, that's my lovely wife. Isn't she beautiful? My wife. Yeah, she sure is. Ooh boy, the one topic I didn't want to get into in front of Pearls. But Gussie doesn't approve of my interests. so I'm afraid she doesn't like me anymore. What should I do? Even if I want to win her back, I have to be super honest. Oh boy, he's gone back into his own little world again. Here. Him. Do you know him? He claims to be your arch enemy and rival. That person. He's not my arch enemy or my rival. Well, actually, no. Now that I think about it, the terms arch enemy and rival are the same thing. They are rivals. Only people who have it up for each other would disagree like this. Here. No. Okay. Do I, like, present something to her? Do I? Oh, about your husband and Master Mask. Master Mask? Of course, I know all about it. My husband is his biggest fan. Uh-huh. Yeah. What? Huh? Biggest fan? Yes. And Ronnie can be pretty delusional sometimes. Okay. That's how this whole misunderstanding happened. Wait a minute. Did you say delusional? Yes, that's right. I just don't know what I'm going to do with him. You see, Ronnie actually believes that he is Master Mask. What? What are you talking about? Okay. There you go. So, when did Ron first become Master Mask? What are you talking about? He's not Master Mask. Huh? But, wait a second. Look around this room. This place is obviously Master Mask's hideout. No, you're totally wrong. A real thief's hideout wouldn't look like this. It's because Ronnie is so timid himself that he looks up to heroic figures. Heroic figures? But Master Mask is a bad guy. So he's deluded, huh? Could that really be true? Anyway, if he really had stolen the urn, wouldn't he still have it? Well, I suppose so. Then why don't you ask him if he has the urn or not? She has a point. Mr. Delight isn't exactly the criminal type. But something about Ron's behavior bothers me. Maybe it's true. Maybe Mr. Delight isn't Master Mask after all. Oh, say, can I ask you something, Nicky boy? What is it? I know I may seem like a bad girl on the outside, but the one thing I won't stand for is illegal activity. Oh, so she's a narc. I had the feeling you wouldn't. You're tough, but I can tell you've got a good heart. Somebody framed my poor Ronnie. I just know it. Could you give this to Ronnie for me? A letter? A letter? Yes, for Ronnie. I want him to fight back. Miss Delight. Okay, you've got it. Just relax and leave it all to us. Okay. It presents a message from your wife. Oh, that's right. Here, this is from your wife. Oh, from Desi. Thank you. The letter gave it to Master Mask. Actually, more like taken. My dear Ronnie, how are you? I'm doing fine. He's clutching onto that letter so hard the ink is going to be squeezed out. You look so happy. You should write a letter to Mystic Maya too, Mr. Nick. Mr. Lawyer? Yes? In the letter that Desi wrote, she said, ask this guy to be your lawyer. Huh? I know this would be asking a lot, but could you please take my case? My trial starts tomorrow. Hey, wait on a second. We can't be your lawyer. Why not? What do you mean, why not? We're the victims in this case, right? Victims of this Damask guy. Well, yeah, but according to Desiree, he didn't do it. She said, poor man, he deluded himself into thinking he did it. Right, Mr. Nick? Come on. Come on. She could be lying to protect her husband. Well, that's true. No, actually not. Actually, it's hard to say. Oh no, it's spreading. Oh, please, I'll give you the treasure of your choice in return. What should I do? Hold on, I just want to see what happens if you say no. No. Don't do it, Nick. He's a thief. Mr. Nick, I agree. I agree with Mystic Maya. Well, I admit something about this guy stinks like last week's sushi. I guess I really should say no, but if I do that, this poor guy will have nobody on his side. Oh. Okay, just was like, no, you take it. Well, Mr. Delight, I've decided to take your case. Really? You will? Mr. Nick, I was wrong about you. I shouldn't have trusted you. Pearls? I can't believe you defend this person after what he did to Mystic Maya. I'll never forgive you. Ever. Aww. Pearly, wait. This is going to be ugly. I'll go after her. I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. Well, you couldn't have known she'd react like that. I guess I might as well start investigating. Oh, Maya. Where's Pearls? She said she's going back to the office. Go check in on her later, would you? And what about you? Are you okay with me taking Mr. Delight's case? Yeah. I'm fine, Nick. I believe in you. Oh, I think I'm gonna cry. I know you have a lot of work to do. I really appreciate it. Okay, Nick, let's get this show on the road. Damn. As we go... Oh, we have to go back to here. Mr. Nick! Welcome back! Oh, hey Pearls. You're back too, I see. I went and bought us a strawberry cake. I'll go make some tea to go with it. Hey, Pearls. It looks like she feels really bad about what happened at the detention center. And Mr. Nick. Okay, yeah, we just saw through that. Mystic Maya, the tea is ready. Oh, thanks. Come on, Mr. Nick. Please have some of this cake. Yeah, thanks. Pearls? Oh, excuse me. I was in the middle of cleaning the toilet. Hey, it's okay. I just cleaned it this morning. Too late. This might be a good time for me to ask about her. I first met Pearls a year ago. It was when that murder happened at Korean Village. I still remember what she said to me when we first met. You're Mr. Nick, right? You're Mr. Maya's special someone. Aww. Hey, Maya. I've always thought it was because she was young, but what? Pearls. I think she's got the wrong idea about you and me. Huh? There's something you need to understand. What is it? It's kind of like a Korean village custom, sort of. Pearl seems to love you a lot. Well, it's because I'm her only cousin, and, well, because of the murder case last year, Pearlie's mother is... Oh, yeah. I remember now. Pearl's mother, Morgan Fay. She's serving a prison term in isolation right now. So you see, I'm the only family Pearlie has right now. But it's the same for me too. Maya. My mother's gone too. There are hardly any men in the Korean village. Now that you mention it, I never actually saw any men there when I visited. I'm pretty sure I told you about it a long time ago. About how spiritual powers run very strong in the Fae family. Yeah, you did. And that's why you're undergoing training to be a spirit medium, right? Yeah, the thing is, only women can actually inherit the spiritual power. That's why the whole culture of Korean Village kind of revolves around its women. Well, that's understandable. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, but because of that, there tends to be a lot of unsuccessful marriages. Oh? Well, men start to feel left out after a while, and then they just start leaving. Especially if the man has a daughter. Are you saying that Pearl's father? He's gone. He left the village when she was very young. Boy, that's tough. Yeah, and she grew up seeing nothing but unhappy marriages all around her. That's why she's so sensitive to things like that. So your mother's still missing? Yeah, and no one has any idea where she is. Maya's mother, Misty Faye, the current master of the Korean channeling technique. She disappeared 17 years ago after getting involved in a certain police case. But you're sure she is still alive, right? Yeah, I know she is. It's a sort of spirit medium thing. And if your mother doesn't come back, then what? Then according to the laws of the village, I'll become the next master. Mystic Maya, the master of the Korean technique. Sounds like a heavy responsibility. Yeah, but there's no one else with the blood of the Fae main family who is a spirit medium. Well, Nick, why don't we go out and start investigating? We're not going to learn anything just sitting around the office. Yeah, I know. But first I want to talk to Pearls. Yeah? I acted like a baby. Pearls. I doubted you, even though Mystic Maya trusted you completely. I guess I still have a lot of training to do. Mr. Nick? Yes? From the bottom of my heart, I apologize for what I said. Oh, it's okay. I'm gonna. Well, I'm going out for a little bit. Huh? I don't know what sped through there real quick. Where are you going? I may be small, but I still have a lot of spirit channeling power. So I'm going to show you I can be useful too, by finding some evidence. Hey, wait a... she sure runs fast. Hey, let's back off and give her some room, okay? Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna stop things here for tonight because my voice is getting tired. But things don't seem right. Alright, I'm gonna save here and end things off like I always do by saying good morning, good afternoon, good night, good luck, good riddance, and stay safe. And I'll see you guys next time for more investigations. Bye.